Alohas. It's your boy, Zay, and I'm here with.
Classic Ruby, y'all. What's up? What's good? What's happening? What's popping this lovely Thursday evening, right? I see y'all. Listen, okay? I told y'all, I promised we would come at least baby steps earlier, and we made it at least baby steps earlier, okay? So thank you for your patience in Ruby figuring out her own life. Now, with that being said, tonight promises to be absolutely live. We have some crazy insane stories for you. And I'm going to tell you all one thing, okay? There's at least one story that, well, it looks pretty crazy on the surface, but you got to ask yourself if 25 crazy celebrities walk into a bar and all tell the same story, is it the insanity or is it real? You know what I mean? That's what we're going to ask ourselves today, but that's later on. That's later on. So, are you excited and ready for what's coming tonight? That's all I
I
want to know.
I am excited. We debut on my end a new segment, and I'm excited for it. New
Mm.
intro and everything is coming. I'm excited about that. And we're gonna start off with it, by the way. So I'm really excited. I
Ooh.
want to know what people think about it, if y'all like it. And it's some I put some Easter eggs in it just in case somebody want to know.
Oh, well, that is very exciting. So, okay, before we start the new thing, okay, we got to say shout out and thank you so much to everybody who has taken the time out on this Thursday evening. Earlier and earlier, I promise y'all it'll be evening soon and not just night. But okay, fine, whatever. So shout out first and foremost to Mama Bell. Thank you so much for being the first one here. I feel the love, ma'am. I feel the love. Okay. Shout out to Don Teasy. Can't do much without your peanut gallery, right? So thank you very much, sir, for that. Shout out to the Gray Pill podcast, who has had me incredibly busy all week. Y'all are so lucky I am here. Okay. Gray Pill ran me into the ground, but we won the debate yesterday. If you didn't see it, you can check his channel. You can check our community tab. Okay. So you can check it out. We 100% won. Doxing does exist. Hashtag Ruby's the greatest. Anyway, shout out to Mama Roz. Shout out to Aisha Morgan. Did I say that right? Aisha or is it Aisha? I can never tell. Um, Either way, thank you everybody. I know you got some people in the clouds also. Thank you everybody who has made it thus far. Hopefully Char Willie is able to attend tonight because I am doing her story, but a little bit later. Okay, we do take suggestions. And if y'all have a suggestion for us, you can email it to us. I'll be that news at gmail.com. You'll see that come up later. All right. I think we're good to go, Zal. You ready for that first story? I'm ready for
I
that first story.
am. I'm excited. We're gonna figure some stuff out, and I'm excited
Oh,
for it. So let's figure out what they got talking about at Fox News.
hmm.
I'm a player with the kid, great player. Does racism exist?
Absolutely not. And it has never existed.
What's up, Alphas? It's your boy Live as I made with the first episode of Casual Racism with Zell and Ruby. So as you know, we have been cases of casual racism. I want to introduce you to this show in a way that you know is true because, of course, as you saw in the intro, Jesse Lee Peterson said it, and he said it again, racism doesn't exist. As y'all see the story, Ruby will probably touch on this in the future again. Texas school legally punished black student over hairstyle, the judge says. Now, if you watch this show religiously, you can go back. The link will be in the description on the regular video of the story that Ruby telling you about the kid in Texas with the hair that they said wasn't legal, even though they made a law because they said it was discrimination. So we'll see where that goes. Cause I'm pretty sure it's going to a higher court. Charges against the alleged white supremacists are tossed by California judge for a second time. Labor Board Home Depot violated labor law by firing an employee who drew Black Lives Matter on a work apron. Schools say dress code promotes discipline, but many black students see it as racist. These are the stories we're going to get into on this one. These are the stories that we're usually going to get to on Casual Racism with Zell and Ruby, the new segment. Now, all of that, all the way, you have already seen some of the stories we're going to do. But I got a special case today. It's the most casual form of racism I've seen. Let's get into it real quick. Let me put my headphones on for this. I saw this and couldn't believe it. Here it is. Let me see. It's Fox News 2024. Now we get an understanding of white people that don't never really see black people how they feel. We're finally getting into it. We're going to see what they think black voters really want. Because I'm interested in this too. Because we see the title, it gives it away. But I want to see how white people really think the way Trump can win the black vote. Let's see.
Sneaker thing. I was on social media last night. Very interesting as you see black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal.
Listen, black people are so simple that Joe Biden's support among black people is eroding because Trump put on sneakers, because black people, the blacks love sneakers. The blacks love their sneakers. You cannot deny the blacks love their sneakers. I don't know what else to tell you. The blacks love their sneakers. They love their Michael Jordans. They love their LeBrons. They put on their shoe. That's the only reason that Michael Jordan even a big deal. They love their sneakers. Not the fact that Michael Jordan is like the greatest basketball player of all time, arguably between top three. Not just that, not that he's really skilled or he's really cool and has a lot of charisma or any of that. No, we love him because black people really love our sneakers. Yes, that's what the blacks love. Simple, capitalistic sneakers. We love our capitalism. We love our capitalistic sneakers. Now, let's get a little serious. The reason black people support among Joe Biden is waning is because, for one, you did promise a George Floyd bill that we never got in your 4 years with the Democratic support. Not even an attempt, by the way. Like, if you attempt it, and then what's the guy name from West Virginia? He just throws it out. And then the other woman from, like, Kansas, who's a Democrat, too, she like, no, we're not going to do that. They just throw it out, and you attempt it. The same way you did with the student loan thing. You at least attempted it. I can give you brownie points for attempting it. You just can't control your Congress, which, if you understand, is kind of difficult. The guy from West Virginia, blah, blah, blah. But you didn't even attempt it. That may be one thing eroding your black support. The other thing is you're kind of not interested. I know it's not a thing. You're kind of not interested in Joe. I'm just sorry you don't look like a main event player. You don't look like a leader of the black people. You don't have that certain res, as they say. And apparently you don't have a sneaker. You just make a sneaker. You know, if we all know if you're not really black if you don't vote for Joe Biden. I mean, I'm just some little things. Some people might say I'm unfair, but I'm telling you that the Asian hate bill got passed in like 3 days. You can do it in 4 years. It's kind of you can do it in 4 years. You had all Democrats for 2 years. You can't at least get an attempt out. You can't. The George Floyd bill, I don't even know where it's at. Are you even putting on I ain't even heard about it in 2 years. I ain't even heard about the bill until I saw George Floyd brother like, yeah, they working on it 2 years ago. I ain't seen them since. He's like, just send them away. Like, hey, you ain't black, you don't vote for Joe Biden. We got the George Floyd bill. But let's go listen more of this.
Certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics.
He's reaching them on our culture. Our culture is nothing but materialistic sneakers. You buy your Jordans. I see your Jordan. Trump got some better shoes than Michael Jordan. Make you want to be like Donald Trump. You could be the next president. Grade A marketing from Trump. This man figures it out. He got it. This man understands culture. He understands our culture on a level that we don't understand. Like, it's beyond politics for us. Even though most of us don't vote. It's beyond politics. He's reaching on this level. This is this extreme level that Trump is on, that the culture is for him. I like the fact that he used culture too. I do love the fact that he actually used the word culture. Now, do black people love sneakers? We do. But I don't think it's enough to get a vote. I don't even think you put out a dope sneaker, it's enough for us to like you. I'm just saying, if we don't like you, we don't like you. We don't fuck with you. Some black people do, but Trump happy. I don't know how much this gonna happen, but I'm just saying, maybe the other guy just Wayne trust a little more. We believed in him for a little more. He was with George Floyd and Trump quite wasn't. A bunch of different things happened at a certain time that made... Listen, when Trump was president, white people looked at me crazy. When Trump stopped being president, they didn't look at me crazy no more. The world felt safer. I don't know what it was. I don't know where it was, but it felt safer. Nah, I'm like, but when Trump was in office, that dude would just stare at me like, "You anti-Trump?" I'm like, "What? I know you, bro." There were people in my neighborhood accusing black people of burning my city down, my town. It wasn't no city. There was no fires in the city. They just made it up. It was just like all delusion. But I'm just saying, so it does feel safer. But again, the other guy eroded confidence too a little bit. But let's listen to them.
And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Question for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton understood culture better than Trump. Bill Clinton. But they would call him Bill Clinton the first black president. I didn't never call him that, but there was.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting?
Even the
Listen, if your reason for voting for somebody is a sneaker, you probably should have your ability to vote revoked. Your ability to vote should be revoked if your whole reason for voting is a sneaker. I'm just being honest. But I can assure you, the people that's like hype over a shoe and say that need to be my president, they don't already vote. They already don't vote. It's over. It's done. It is finished. Them people not voting, they just trolling. They just on the internet saying shit. That's my thoughts on this. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. It is Casual Racism with Zell and Ruby. Hope y'all like the new intro. Hope y'all like the new swag. It's going to be a lot of new swag coming on this show. I'm bringing the energy. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
I'm a player with the kid, great player.
Does racism exist?
Absolutely not. And it has never existed.
I mean, to be fair, I just watched Jesse Lee Peterson in a 1991 airing of a Shahrazad Ali discussion about her book. So, he was like a total nobody at the time. He was just super excited to get in there on the ground floor as like just a random nobody who gets to comment for 5 seconds. So it's just bringing me extra jokes. Although, again, I'm just still wondering why we haven't had any discussions about the predator that Jesse Lee Peterson is. It just disappeared. But anyway, I digress. I did want to mention really quickly that we actually are going to be talking about that case that you mentioned, Zell, Barbers Hill. We had a really disappointing judgment today, which was not in favor of this poor young man who left the courthouse crying, saying all this over hair. But doesn't mean that they're giving up, but this young man will be returning to school on in-school suspension still, as the court ruled that it's perfectly fine, in essence, for them to violate the Crown Act, because the Crown Act has nothing to do with lying. That's basically what they said. So violating the spirit of Crown Act is fine. So I think that I'm really happy with this new title. Yeah, because a lot of the questions, like the whole Barbers Hill thing, could just be right underneath that. And definitely we'll be covering that next week. So yeah, I'm definitely liking it. Definitely. Kudos. Definitely. And of course, we have to shout out a few people have arrived. Shout out to Shara Willie. I'm glad she could make it. I know we are late, but listen, I'm doing better a little bit. I'm taking all the blame. It's fine. Shout out to Progressive Matters, who is seriously going wildly viral and is actually going to be part of, well, like not actively, but like indirectly. Well, his content is going to be part of another new thing that we'll be doing starting next week. It's going to be cool. I'm super proud of it. And shout out to him. Shout out to Mr. DJ Music. I mentioned him in one of my videos, my last video tonight. So yeah, no, listen, guys, seriously, it is so easy. I'm not even kidding. It is so easy to sell things to Black people. And like, I'm not trying to say that like in a racist way, but it's sad how valid it is. Like, we're like outraged by it, right? But like, it's valid, right? That's why they sold us the COVID vaccine with like they can sell us really stupid things in really insulting ways. And the reason why they do it is because it works, right? Like, get a vaccine, get a free chicken sandwich. What do you want to bet that would work? You know what I mean? Like, no disrespect.
Get a Popeye chicken sandwich for free. Here's a Popeye chicken sandwich. If y'all go out there, hey, we did make it go viral. Popeye chicken sandwich went viral because Black people got hyped. This sandwich good. Some old Black woman just got hyped.
do you see what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm not trying to insult us. Like, I'm literally not. But like, dude, we will pay for the ugliest looking things. Look at Kanye's titanium teeth that are apparently causing him to like develop this giant ball on his lips that just looks disgusting. And they're the ugliest fake teeth I've ever seen in my whole entire life, right? But yo, if Kanye says they're drippy, guess what? 5,000 kids are gonna buy stupid, ugly, disgusting things to put in their mouths and also cause little weird things on the balls of their mouth and whatever because it's drippy, right? So I mean, like, dude, are the running shoes a good bit? Yes. Listen, you are going to see half of the little liberal kids running around in those stupid shoes, and they're really going to vote. It's just what it, like, literally. Listen,
if y'all don't think she lying, the Obama phone was really like so popular. Like this is a trash phone. This phone not even good.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Free.
It can be purchased. We are literally for sale, and we need to stop. Listen, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm saying we need to stop, but we are absolutely for sale. And this is the saddest thing. It's not like we're for sale like in all the good ways that like other cultures are, right? Like you have to actually like capitulate to us and give us something of value that's like worthwhile, or at least nope, just some bullshit. Oh, see, I like this. Progressive matters. Okay, I like this. Thank you for letting me know that. Also, poor people are for sale, right? Because it's sad that it's just Black people. So at least if it's all poor people, I feel less bad about it. Now he said, I grew up in the ghetto. We will spend all the money we don't have on the dumbest dish. It's so true. I don't understand it. Dude, we'd rather live in like roach infested places that have like holes in the roof. You could literally see the outside and whatever, right? But like, man, you got them Jordans and you waited in line to spend $1,000 on a pair of running shoes. You could have bought a car, right? Or like fix the roof at least, right? So outside could stay outside. But no. Why would you do that when you could own Jordans? That's
BFT on the back of Trump's shoes. Blacks for Trump. BFT.
Bro, Trump is brilliant. No, listen, it works. All he did was pull in a couple Black influencers, just a couple. Like, hey, I'm going to talk to a couple Black people. And all of a sudden, within like that year, all of a sudden, the entire Black manosphere and the entire, like a giant portion of the Black male demographic was suddenly all conservative. Like, Trump is seriously, he is not a politician at all. But like this part of like politics and like about like reality TV and stuff, he's a genius. He's an absolute genius, and we are absolutely for sale. So maybe we could try to do better as a collective, or at least we can try to buy our own people before they buy us for us. Right? Yep, I know, I said that. I still mean it.
Here come another diss track on Ruby coming out.
Get in so much trouble.
Dr. Umar making a diss track right now as we speak. He already kicked out the bunny hoppers. They done kicked out. They've been excommunicated this week.
I know. Well, at least I'm pretty. On that note, let's talk about the Christian school meets OnlyFans debacle and how OnlyFans managed to get 8 students expelled. It's not what you're thinking at all, but wow, right? Yeah. Let's take a look. Hey, y'all, I'm legitimately not sure how I feel about this one. I'm really not. I'm being torn. I'm being torn. But listen, y'all can let me know where I should be standing on this issue. Let us take a look right now at what's going on and why 6 more kids were expelled from a Christian private school over OnlyFans?
New details surrounding the OnlyFans drama in Lake County. A total of 8 kids are now kicked out of a Christian prep school in Tavares after a mom's complaint about another woman's OnlyFans decal goes viral. We first told you about Michelle Klein, who had that decal on her vehicle. Her 2 kids were kicked out last week.
Now, the mom who complained in the first place says that her kids are also being punished after she spoke out. Fox 35's Marlisa Goldsmith joins us live in the Alert Center to explain why. Marlisa.
Yeah, John,
today we spoke with that mother who initially complained about another parent having that OnlyFans decal on the back of her car that you see right here in this video. Well, that mom says she was just venting about what she saw in the school pickup line. But now, because of her vocal social media post, all 6 of her kids have been expelled. It started with this video posted on TikTok.
So I am coming on here to vent.
Lake County mom Lexi Thomas upset about this car in the pickup line at Liberty Christian Prep School in Tavares.
I'm stunned. I'm shocked. I was disgusted. Why am I looking at this?
The car has an OnlyFans decal on it, advertising a site that includes pornography.
Text him and I said, yeah, this is not cool. We're going to do something about this.
And that set off a social media firestorm and led to the school expelling the 2 children of the mom driving around with the OnlyFans ad.
Okay, so here's my problem right here, right? On one side, do I think it's appropriate to ever advertise on school grounds, right? I don't care if it's grade school, middle school, high school. Do I think it's appropriate to advertise sex work on school grounds? No, I don't. Now, to be fair, right, because people will be like, oh, well, sex work is real work. Yeah, it is, right? And to be fair, I also don't think we should be advertising the military on school grounds, right? Even though they definitely do that also. So I do think that there are certain types of jobs that you can get that maybe it's not appropriate to advertise to children whose brains are not done forming and who cannot adequately assess the risk and the future consequences of a decision that they make, right? And so I think that it's probably a best bet to just avoid advertising those types of things that have a lot of risk and maybe a lot of reward, but easy come, easy go, fast cash, die, live fast, die young, blah, 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 right? Like maybe we shouldn't advertise that to kids in general, right? And then, you're talking about the Christian school angle. I can see why the parent was confused, disgusted, outraged, whatever, because it's not just like saying OnlyFans on there, right? It's giving you a website, onlyfans.com/Piper Fawn. So now all of the kids process that. All the kids are going to put that into their browser in their phone or into their browser when they get home on their tablet, whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? So to me, that's a problem. Do I think it's appropriate to just expel the children of that parent? No. I mean, it's not, the kids aren't on OnlyFans, I would hope, right? It's the parent and, it's about this decal and the kids aren't violating the propriety laws or whatever the heck, it's the mother, Piper Fawn. And so in that case, say, hey, you got to take the decal off or drive a car here without the decal. But if you're on the grounds again with the decal advertising OnlyFans, okay, then we're going to have to blah, 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 right? But to me, I just don't agree with punishing the kids over what the adults have done. So already right there, you have 2 kids who are expelled over this OnlyFans decal, okay? And right there, you're punishing the children for the choices of the mother. I think that this is already wrong. But it gets wronger, apparently, because 6 more kids get expelled now, okay? So let's see what happens.
We spoke with Michelle Klein last week.
I don't feel like I should be judged for what I'm doing.
Now Thomas tells Fox 35 her 6 children have been kicked out of the school too because she aired her complaints on social media. This is the letter Thomas provided Fox 35. It says in part, a student may be expelled as a result of a parent or student causing unresolved disharmony and conflict with staff or other parents. Thomas says she disagrees and says she was just venting about what she saw on the school pickup line.
I think they created disharmony within the community by allowing for pornography to be advertised for 2 years on private Christian school grounds.
Thomas's letter, signed by the head of the school, goes on to say, Matthew 18, starting in verse 15, tells Christ followers how to approach conflict with other believers. LCPS believes that standard was not met, which led to your concerns being made public world.
Yeah, not only that, though, right? But so she disagrees about the fact that she made the disharmony, right? Or like about the fact that her kid should be punished for the disharmony she made, because it seems like she doesn't care about the fact that those other kids got expelled, right? She wanted her way. She probably wanted the other person's kids punished. Get them out of this. I don't want those kids around my kids. My kids are raised by a good Christian mom, right? And so she probably doesn't care about that impact at all, right? And she didn't think that the blowback would fall back on her. And hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if you're going to go and advertise to the world that one of our parents had this decal on their car for 2 years, and you're going to go make our school look bad, and you're going to have a whole bunch of people associating our school in the good Christian name of so many kids that go to this school with OnlyFans, if you're going to do that, well, now you and your 6 kids need to get out. Because guess what? That one woman in her car picking up her 2 kids, guess what? That didn't hurt their reputation. It didn't, actually. Right? The person who hurt the reputation was this mother. So, do I think that her kids deserve to be punished for what she did? No. I mean, like I said, I understand why you would be concerned as a parent, as a person. Forget being a Christian. I understand why you would be concerned in general. Do I think that she did something that's so egregious that it should blow back on the kids? No, I don't think that there's really any consequence that should be befalling the parents that should fall back on the kids. Do you see what I'm saying? So like either way, I'm like,
worldwide. When we asked the private Christian school for an interview on Monday, a spokesperson said no comment. Now a total of 8 children, 2 from the original OnlyFans complaint, and now Thomas's 6 kids have all been expelled this month.
I feel like as a Christian institute, you have to make a stand for biblical truth if that's what you're going to proclaim.
Thomas says she doesn't regret venting on TikTok.
I'm angry because I feel like if this has been a running problem, then this is a threat to my children's innocence.
Now, the school letter that Lexi Thomas received says if she refrains from further gossip and removes her references about this on social media, then school officials will set a time to discuss next steps about re-enrollment. Lexi says her content is going to stay up. She is not taking down her truth. Live in the Fox 35 Alert Center tonight, I'm Marlisa Goldsmith.
Okay, so now I'm confused because they did mention, right, that if Christian mom takes down her TikTok and takes down any content relating to this, that they will then discuss whether or not, or a path maybe towards the kids being able to be re-enrolled. I'm wondering if they offered that same option to the OnlyFans mom, but because the OnlyFans mom is declining not only to take down her OnlyFans, but to take down the decal, which I think would be the bigger issue, right? Is the decal is still up, but that in that case, no, too bad, your kids are gone. I'm not sure if they offered the same path back for both parents or not, but I'm not sure how I feel about this one. And here's the reason why. I don't think the original 2 kids should have been expelled because of decisions that their mom was making, right? But even though I don't think that the 6 kids should have been expelled for decisions that their mom was making, if you're going to expel the first 2, you should expel the additional 6, right? Like, I mean, hey, listen, everyone involved. Like, it's kind of like the person who tattles gets in as much trouble as the person who got tattled on kind of thing. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking this might be a good play. I don't know. But y'all let me know what you think. Was this the right move from the school? Should both kids, if we're going to suspend one group, we got to suspend the other, or expel one, we got to expel the other? Do you think one should not have been expelled and one should have been expelled? Do you think that it's unfair to punish the kids for the decisions of their parents? Or do you think it's perfectly right? I don't know. Y'all let me know. I don't know. I'm still torn. Okay,
I am too. Like, I'm like, okay, so if you take the OnlyFans thing off, do they get it back in? Are they allowed now? If she take down the post, they allowed now? You can talk about it? And if both of them just be like, we not doing it, then neither one of them is allowed back? Is it the fairness thing? And what's up with everybody promoting OnlyFans everywhere?
I think that's the thing, right? Like on one side, it's like, okay, fine, sex work is real work. I get it, right? But we're forgetting about the accessibility of the internet to children, right? Children have phones and tablets and stuff that's connected to the internet, which means they can very easily look at your car. Your car has the website. That means they're going to be able to go to your landing page, which is not going to be a bunch of tame stuff, right? It's a bunch of enticing stuff to try to get people to pay you. So, it's one thing for you to be driving around at night, or whatever, but it's just like to go to school pickup. Uh, dude, aren't the decals removable? It's on your window. You can't take that off to just do school pick. I don't know, man. I feel iffy about it because I kind of low key feel like I might have a problem for you to advertise a porn site to my child.
If you got an OF, if your OF popping, you should have a school van that you take your kids on. If your OF popping, you should have enough money for a school van. That's my mind coming in there, and I'm like, hey, if you advertising this hard, you got to be making some money to keep it up. You know what I'm saying? I do agree with Shaw though. Why the kids getting punished for parents? Like you be like, what did the kid do? Nothing. They didn't do a thing. They didn't fight. They didn't cuss. They don't got to owe up. They didn't do nothing. They didn't snitch. They didn't post on Instagram. Right? Yeah.
But kids get demolished in school for the things that their parents do, right? Like the meanest I ever was to another kid. It's not my fault. I was in middle school and I was really trying to be popular. But there was this girl. I was actually friends with her secretly. She was at my bus stop, and like I'd go to her house sometimes, like after school. But like I would never tell my friends we were friends, because that would be social suicide for me. I was in middle school. I wasn't popular enough to make my own decisions. Anyway, and we used to terrorize her because she was adopted, and her mom was a prostitute, like her biological mom. Why would you tell other 7th graders anything about that? Like, that is wild to me that you would share that. Like, you didn't know that was a stupid plan. Don't tell us that. But like, is it okay that we made fun of her for that? Like, no, it had nothing to do with her. We shouldn't have been judging her for it. We shouldn't have been translating that onto her. Like, well, if your mom was a prostitute, then, you and being 12 years old are also a prostitute somehow. But we did that as children, right? And part of that is the stigma against sex work. So I get it. On one side, it's like, well, no, we want to make sex work, like it's valid work. Okay. But there's another element to this, right? The part where you are selling something that is not for minors to be able to partake in, right? This is something that is only for the over 18 crowd, right? That you're not even allowed to look at. You're not allowed to be involved in if you are under the age of 18. So is it okay to advertise that intentionally to children, right? Yeah, you can have the argument of, well, look at these Twitch streamers and look at this and that, and they have access anyway. Yeah, which they shouldn't. And people are arguing against this all the time, right? But it comes down to should you be adding to the problem? And is it okay that you do it just because someone else did it? Like, no one should be doing it. We shouldn't be advertising sex to our kids, period. I don't care as a job or not. We should just not be advertising sex to our kids. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And that's why, listen, I did that story last week, and I'm like, we're going to take a break this week. But Ruby, there's like 5 more streamers and one is just insane. Like, he's on a list. Like, he's going to, it's a streamer that like streams himself going to elementary schools. I'm like, he is literally, hey, listen, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I promise you. I don't understand. Yes, he streams himself going like elementary schools, and he is now like wanted. It is wild out here. Shout out to Vonda. She made it halfway through the show.
Hey now. All right then. Hey, listen, Mr. Rogers is good. I'm glad you didn't say Pee Wee Herman, because we all know how that worked out. But who was like my favorite? I was devastated when Pee Wee Herman got taken off of TV, and I was like so on the like free Pee Wee. Pee Wee's innocent. There's no way he could have done what they accused him of. Side of things. So, anyways. See, music, for once we're on the same side. Take the stupid decal off, right? Or just drive a different car for school pickup. Like, this was an ongoing problem for 2 years. The kids are getting older. They're becoming more aware. Dude, just take the stupid decal off. Do you know what kind of torture your kids are going through? Because mommy's proudly advertising she's a sex worker. Like, it's bad enough when they just find it, right? Like, imagine, just think about the nightmare of knowing that your teenage friends are all wanking off to your mom. Oh my God, what a nightmare. I don't even want you dreaming of my mom with her clothes on. Like, what is wrong with you? No, really? Like, no.
Unless, and if your mom look like Rachel Dolezal, you'd be like, y'all nasty if y'all look at that.
No, we're not even going to the transracial thing. And yeah, you know what? Listen, Vonda, that's because you had no taste. Pee Wee Herman was the greatest. It's so funny.
I did love Pee Wee Herman, but that movie tripped me out when he got on. I thought he was creepy in that movie when he got in the truck with the 18-wheeler. Like, why is he so weird in this movie? I don't
know. I liked him. I feel like there's a lot more signs that I was autistic as a child than I thought there were, but at the time it didn't register. Anyway, I thought Pee Wee Herman was great, and yeah, you guys are all haters. Moving on from that.
I liked him though. I just didn't like him in that one movie because I was like, why is he so? Why is it not colorful? Usually he's around color, and now he's in a dark place, and now like he's weird now when he's in a dark. Outside.
He was really an actor before this, right? Yeah. He was just like a method actor, so he refused to like show up anywhere except for as Pee Wee. He was very method, but like he did act before and I believe after Pee Wee as not Pee Wee or in different situations. Because I mean, he was an actor. He was good at what he did. Yeah. Anyways, okay, we're gonna stop defending Pee Wee Herman now because this is not making us look good. I'm already canceled from my comments earlier. Can we stop? Let's move on. Oh, great, stupid crimes. Yeah, I'm getting canceled for sure today. Okay, let's move on.
Shout out to Shar for this, by the way. I didn't, but I decided to do a 2 for a special because Shar put on some good ones in the email. So let's go watch what Shar sent us. I'm blaming Shar for this. Dummy. What's up, Alphas? It's your boy Alohas, and this Hey Dummy segment is brought to you by Shar, #1 mod in the chat. Be respectful. We like done teasing. But she brought this story to my attention. It's Gwinnett County, you know what it is. There's a little crazy thing going on in Gwinnett County. I don't even care where you're from. If your county named Gwen up there, and it's probably some crazy happen. So I do want to get in this story. According to Shar, this man should be kicked out of the black community. If we poll whatever, should this man at the end of the video be kicked out of the black community, the whole race? Supposed to be an actor, she said. So let's get into this story. Again, shout out to Shar one more time. Like and subscribe, all this stuff. Let's get into it.
4 o'clock, a report of an armed robbery at a Duluth gas station turned into much more when police actually saw video of it and figured out the whole thing was a fake. Channel 2's Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Matt Johnson live on Buford Highway for us.
We faking robberies now? Hold up, is it like a real robbery? But it was it a staged robbery to actually rob? Or was it just a whole hoax for... No, let's watch it. I'm asking too many questions.
And Matt, police say 2 employees were actually working together.
Somebody type right now, shut up and watch the video. Shut up and watch the video. The video is in the link in the description. You are here to watch me watch this, tell you news. Got a little hot. I'm sorry. I love you.
These 2 men's story, but once they saw the video, this really kind of put things in perspective. On top of the cameras that were inside, police say there are also city cameras outside that they say showed the supposed robber changing clothes before he spoke with police. Duluth police say everything you're seeing in this video is staged, from the fake punch to the careful collapse to...
I just want y'all to look at this punch again. Watch the punch.
From the fake punch to the careful collapse.
Yo, is it? Come on now. Y'all gotta act better than that. Come on now.
To the then supposed robber leaving the gas station with cash. When the employee starts moving again, a minute later, it takes nearly 30 minutes for him to call 911. Hey, you all right? Duluth police.
So that little punch right there knocked you out. It took you 30 minutes to recover. That mug got some power in his hand. Come on.
Police showed up, and the clerk told him someone with a weapon just knocked him unconscious.
He has a knife in the pen.
While searching the Shell gas station on Buford Highway and Old Peachtree Road, the officer spots someone by the dumpster.
Come here. He works here?
He says he works there too, but can't explain why he has a large amount of cash in his pockets.
You got cash falling out of your pocket.
You didn't dump the cash, my boy? You just gonna keep it in your pocket? He gave you 30 minutes, my guy. You couldn't dump it in a car? You just kept it in your pocket, my boy. What are we doing here? Are we dealing with amateurs, bro? Do you not at least watch film? You just kept it in your pocket? Did you not assume they was gonna see you? Did you just like, yo, I'm just gonna be outside in the trash. They ain't gonna come and look around. Of course they gonna look around. They gotta see who was around. There cameras on the streets. They know the person didn't run away.
Police didn't arrest anybody that day. Once they were able to review the video about a week later, it appeared to show a phantom punch. Police had more evidence the robbery was a fake.
The video was crucial.
Corporal Ted Sadowski says the incident happened January 21st. Police treated it like an armed robbery, using every resources until they charged both men with working together to steal $5,000.
It obviously takes a lot of resources to put something together and put it.
My boy. My boy. My boy. My boy. My boy. My boy. I don't know.
Closure on this.
The cashier, Raj Patel, and the supposed robber, Danny Curtis, both now face felony conspiracy charges.
You know, no Academy Award shouldn't be given on this one.
Yeah, definitely not. Curtis has a criminal history, so he's being held in the Gwinnett County Jail without bond. As for that cashier, there's an active warrant out right now for new felony charges. Live in Gwinnett County, Matt Johnson, Channel 2 Action News.
Excellent police work there, Matt, as they got figured out. Thank you.
Listen. I don't know, Ted. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to explain this. Listen, when y'all commit crime, can y'all just like, I'm lost for work. My dude had the money. He waited. The cashier waited 30 minutes for you to just stash the money somewhere. And you kept it in your pockets, my boy. You kept it in your pockets, my boy. We would have found out I was fake anyway. But you might not got caught. Y'all might have got the money. They might have just said, hey, the cashier was doing it. And he planned it with somebody. Now we got to find out. Now they got to find the cashier. It's a warrant out for his arrest. They looking for him on felony charge. My boy already got a felony. They just picked you up and took you away. They know where you at, my boy. My boy really had the money still in his pocket. It took him 5 minutes to wake up. 30 minutes to call the police. It take him time to get the police to get there. My boy. You had $5,000 in your pocket, my boy. $5,000 in your pocket, my boy. My guy, boss. I'm using every phrase from everywhere I've been. My guy. I'm repeating myself too much. I am repeating myself too much. These are some dumb robbers. I just want y'all to understand that. This is too short. I have to show this. Hey Dummy has to be a 2-4. It has to be a 2-4. Because this stupidness is not ending. We're gonna shout out Shar again. I told y'all these robbers were stupid. They keep happening. Like look, some Target and Walmart stores are now locking up underwear as a shoplifting crackdown. Quick story before we get into this video. We're going to get into this quickly. The guy came into the store I met. 2 ice creams and a donut. The girl came in 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just at the store 3 o'clock in the morning. Person, she goes out the store. She drives to the front of the store, opens the door. Dude has 2 ice creams and a donut. $4 total. I'm just saying, $4 total. I think the donut come free with the ice cream. Put it in the bag, boom. He fake like he looking at sandwiches. Turns around, runs out the door. Boom, security guard chases him. He jumps in the car, flies off. The reason I tell you that is because, dog, you just potentially committed a crime that can land you in jail for possibly a year or two for $4 that you can ask somebody to borrow. Let's watch this story.
It is hard to fathom, but socks under lock. For months now, various stores have been locking up beauty, hygiene, and cleaning products. But now we're hearing that some Bay Area stores are locking up socks, even underwear, to keep shoplifters from stealing them. NBC Bay Area's Jody Hernandez.
Quick question. Them the cheap socks? Cause why they ain't locked up? Like, hey, bro, them Hanes gotta be locked up. Them Hanes, Jordan sponsored them. That remind me of the other story I got. But why these not locked up? Are these like the no-name brand that cost cheap? You don't have to lock them up. Is that what we doing?
Explains. Retail theft has gotten so bad in the city of Richmond, stores like Walmart,
Virginia,
are now locking up undergarments. It seems the thieves are truly hitting below the belt. Bay Area shoppers are getting accustomed to seeing high-ticket items like electronics and even toiletries under lock.
Oh, Richmond, California. Okay.
Lock and key, but many customers thought they'd never see the underwear aisle.
Why the underwear aisle next to electronics? That's crazy. They locking up everything.
Looking like this.
It comes to the point like how ghetto does it look that they have to lock up the socks or whatever it is that they have under key.
If I was getting socks right now, it would be very inconvenient. I'd be very upset. I gotta call somebody to come open up the counter for me to get socks.
At least 2 East Bay Target
Order them off Amazon.
garments. This customer had to wait 10 minutes for a clerk to open up.
10 minutes. By the way, like I said, these are cheap socks. Oh no, they locked up too. Never mind. But what happened to them other socks? 10 minutes is crazy to wait on underwear.
The case so he could buy boxers.
There is the bottom here.
10 minutes to buy boxers, though.
So it's crazy. It's so sad.
And
hey, y'all fancy. Y'all got a butt.
Walmart isn't easy anymore either. This Hilltop Walmart had their underwear locked up too. Clerks tell us shoplifters are striking the store nearly every day.
Oh my God, it's still in jail?
Smashing and grabbing from the jewelry cases. But undergarments aren't off limits.
That is crazy to know that the socks and the underwear are being put under lock.
Richmond City Council member Cesar Cepeda says the growing retail theft trend is alarming. He fears we'll see more stores shutting down.
The costs will go up. Our residents will have to pay more, or they'll have to commute and travel farther.
Told you it was Haynes.
Groceries to pick up their
MJ make everything expensive.
To pick up
what Mike doing?
And it's really
I love you, Mike, but you at the same
Target
time.
says they're doing their best to prevent theft. In a statement, they said, on a limited basis, we employ theft deterrent merchandising strategies, such as locking cases for categories that are prone to theft. Apparently, socks and underwear are now among those theft-prone items. In Contra Costa County, Jody Hernandez, NBC Bay Area News.
Yeah, they are stealing your socks. They are stealing everything. Listen, there's a lot of hate dummies out there. It's a lot of hate dummies, bro. $4, you can ask somebody to borrow $5. Bro, my uncle always told me, $5 is not, don't loan nobody something that don't hurt you. $5 ain't gonna hurt me, my boy. Ask me for $5, I could have got you ice cream and a donut, my boy. I could got you 2 M&M's share size packs, my boy. I get it all the time, boy. It's $5.65, my boy. I can get you some socks, my boy. Them Hanes though, shoot, ain't gonna it can't get expensive. Them Hanes, but listen, the Hanes do get expensive. I get it, my boy, but I might can rub you off 15. I might can rub you off 15. You understand? I don't know. Let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know. Is the crime in this country getting out of sync? That's the whole purpose of this video. Shout out to Shar one more time. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all of that. I appreciate y'all for watching this craziness with me. We gotta do something about this crime. Peace. Dummy. Listen, so we got the dumbest criminals on earth who fake punched somebody and was out 30 minutes apparently. And then went out and decided that they're gonna keep $5,000 in their pockets as they just sit there and wait 30 minutes to go out. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Hold on. So I'm sorry. I can't even focus on the story right now because Shar said something that I'm finding shocking. Hanes in America is 2 for $5? Is that a real price?
I ain't heard.
No, I'm so serious because that sounds outrageous.
I was saying 15. I thought it was 3 for 15.
Yeah, you can't find that kind of pricing here. I don't even care. You could find no name brand. You can find that secondhand shop. You're not going to be finding no 2 for $5 for underwear. I don't know why it's so expensive, but like men's underwear and stuff is like notoriously like very expensive. Like even in Walmart and stuff, like their undershirts and their boxers are pretty expensive. So when I heard that, I was like, yeah, I kind of get it. Like I kind of get why everyone wants to steal it because it's like it's expensive, right? And like I don't know, men wear through their underwear really rapidly, way more than women do. So like I don't know, maybe it's just like, you know, well you can't keep wearing your holy underwear. That would be embarrassing, and you can't afford that. I don't know if it's 2 for $5, I guess you can afford it. But like here's like $30 to buy like a simple pack of 3 to 5 like briefs, you know, from Walmart. So it's like, yeah, I kind of get it. I get why they're like, nope, I can't afford it. 5-finger discount. Thanks.
I do. How much do Hanes underwear cost? Let's see the price. Charlotte. Hey, you can get them for $8 at Target. You can get a 5-pack for $18.
That's what I'm looking up right now. I'm like
3 for $16. Oh my goodness.
Right. Yeah, like most of them here are like sold in like packs of like 3 and 5. I rarely see anything that's like 2. Oh wait, Hanes underwear for women. I don't even think I've ever seen Hanes underwear for women. That being said, I shop exclusively at La Senza, so I don't know. Oh wait, $14.97 for a 6-pack for women, or a 3-pack for $9.97. I've never seen a 2-pack. I think maybe that's the thing. It's like 2-pack. I don't know. Anyway, I know that was like I just got really distracted by the pricing because everything in Canada is outrageously priced. Like y'all think things are expensive in America, but like in Canada, things are outrageously priced. Everything is like everything. But yeah, no, I guess I gotta say like. Y'all, when you make basic living like inaccessible, then people steal it to access it, right? Like I mean, that's what ends up happening, unfortunately. And in this day and age, when you don't have a lot of other things to look forward to, one thing that can make you feel good is getting jiggy with it. And there's no girl who has so low self-respect that she's getting jiggy with a dude who has the grossest looking boxers on, right? That have been worn 15 times. So it's a cheap solution to an everyday problem. I think we need to work on solving the underlying issue to solve the theft issue, really.
Ruby had just fixed the incel issue right now. Y'all got dirty underwear on because y'all don't sit there and buy the cheapest underwear at your computer and just sit there all day. If you stop doing that,
yeah,
you don't have to watch Fresh and Fit anymore.
You're welcome. No, they think that they shouldn't have to shower to get a girl. It's really weird because they actually say these things online and Reddit and stuff. It's wild. Like, no, you shouldn't have to shower to get a girl. You should shower because it's hygienic to do so. But yeah. All right, y'all, listen. So we have gotten to our final story of the night. And this one, again, is actually also a Shar banger. So thank you very much. Now, it's an interesting one. Okay. And y'all, it's up to you to decide. Is this all lunacy? Is this all craziness? Or is there some truth mixed in there? Or is it all truth and it's just hiding behind a veil of lunacy? Because that's the only way you can say stuff without getting taken out. I don't know. Y'all are going to have to be the judge of that. I'm not sure.
Let's go watch.
You're attacking your mind. The nigga is me. I'm him. I'm not them. I'm him Jones. I'm him Duncan. I will beat a nigga and stomp him in my Timberlands.
All right, y'all. And so another day, another dollar, another beef exposed. Listen, before we even go any further, first, we got to give a shout out for this one. So shout out and thank you so much to Shara Willie for suggesting this story. Now, interesting story, okay? The next artist we're going to be talking about that has come up in the news and is sort of kind of touching on a big beef we've been commenting on a lot on this channel, okay? Now, I didn't really know her name, but I did know a song of hers, MIA. Do you guys know MIA? Maybe you have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure, especially if you're from my generation, the millennials, you would know one of her songs, Paper Planes. Now, if you don't know what song I'm talking about, I'm going to play a little clip, a little teeny tiny clip of it, because this was like my favorite song and I had no idea what it was called. None. Until when Shara and I were doing Keep the Beat, back on CRBJ, right? Shout out to Mr. DJ Muzak. And she came with the song and I went, I love this song so much. I didn't know it had a name. So, I mean, thank you very much for that. But okay, I'm going to remind y'all who MIA is, and then we're going to take a look at, well, what the heck could she possibly have to do with what we were talking about previously? Hint, hint, it's the Tory Meg thing. Okay.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. That's all I wanna do. Take your money. 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 Pirate skulls and bones, sticks and stones and weed and bombs.
Talk about defining an era. Now, I'm not saying that obviously other generations, the Gen Xers, even the boomers wouldn't know, even love this song. But to me, like, it defined high school, it defined my generation in a way to have like these kind of political commentary pieces that at the time, I guess, not all of us were aware were quite political commentary, but they were just so amazing. Anyways. So how is MIA caught up in the whole Meg Tory thing? Well, she's not directly, okay? But indirectly, she's confirming something that, well, an assertion I'm making. I'm going to put it right out there. She's confirming an assertion I'm making. So let's take a look at this title. Well, the title says that MIA blames who? Jay-Z. And Rock Nation, among others, for her U.S. visa application getting denied. I'm just saying. Okay, well, listen. You might be like, I'm unconvinced. Well, let's take a look. Okay. Now, she says, now, how does this connect to the Tory Meg thing? Well, let's see. The very first sentence. During her ongoing tiff with Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj notably took a detour into conspiracy theorizing that Jay-Z and his company, Rock Nation, were sabotaging her career. This picked up a thread from a conspiracy that Tory Lanez propagated that Rock Nation supposedly paid off the judge and jury in his assault case for shooting Meg in 2020. Well, the latest artist to blame Jay-Z and The Rock for their troubles is former collaborator MIA, who took her complaints to Twitter for an all-caps rant that began with her accusing Joe Biden, we're not sure personally or not, whatever, of holding up her visa application to come to the U.S. Biden won't let me see my child, she said, alongside a screenshot of an email specifically explaining why she can't get a new visa due to her past behavior. Okay. Well, MIA's rant continued as she accused her child's caretakers of being convicted sex traffickers. Yeah. And blamed her visa application rejection on speaking out against genocide. Again, not how that works. First Amendment people never seem to know what it's for. You know what the thing is, though? I'm going to keep it a buck here. Aaron, I think the person who wrote this is called Aaron. Let me see. Aaron Williams. All right, Mr. Williams, listen, I'm going to keep it a buck here, though. It sounds a little bit crazy until you look under the surface a little bit, and then you start realizing, yeah, a lot of things don't work that way, and yet somehow they go that way anyway. I'm just saying. Now, Here is where Jay-Z comes in. She then made the claim that Jay-Z, who indirectly managed her career through Rock Nation, was paid off by the founder of the NXIVM cult. She also claimed, after asking Jay-Z for help gaining custody of her child, her domicile was invaded and her computers were stolen. Now, listen, I can't say it didn't happen. I mean, maybe that is why. Maybe she did ask Jay-Z for this to happen. Can you help me, sir? Right? And then maybe like the next day, she was invaded. Now, listen, we can't say for sure that we know that the two are correlated in any way, shape, or form, right? I mean, obviously we don't know that. I mean, does it seem unlikely? Yes, but listen, people get driven to crazy. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there's a lot of stars who have been driven to crazy that didn't start off that way and got pretty deep into, their careers and stuff before they went crazy. And that would suggest to me, well, I mean, sure, great talent, greatness is often conflated with, certain types of psychological disorder. However, they also seem to have been driven crazy by the things that they've seen and experienced, as in the world is supposed to work a certain way. And once you look behind the veil, you realize it doesn't. And some people can't handle exactly how things are really working. I don't know, but let's keep looking. So I sacrificed my career for my child. They ripped me off and copied my style and gave it to their puppets and shadow banned me on every platform. But it was worth it to save him from the madness of what you know now. The day I was served for my child, Rock Nation stopped all communication with me, and all my emails to Jay-Z asking for help was wiped from my inbox. Was broken into. I'm guessing my apartment or house or whatever was broken into, and every laptop was taken. I was trapped in Brooklyn on order served that restricted me leaving Brooklyn for 15 years. Is that a thing? Can you be ordered not to leave Brooklyn? Well, I guess, maybe if you're on parole or whatever, or probation, then I guess you can't just leave. But then you could ask your probation officer, your parole officer to leave, right? I don't know. Anyway, okay. She eventually lapsed into old talking points about vaccines. Again, there's no proof that vaccines endangered kids any more than the actual diseases they prevent do. What with things like smallpox, yellow fever, tetanus, and more all being life-threatening, this is par for the course for someone who has been accused of making other controversial statements. The Aurora James vaccinated my child without my permission. They manipulated my child by lying to a 12-year-old, pretending to be his mom, of cause. If it's not your own child, you don't care how you can psychologically damage a child with mental games. She, Beyonce, and Solange's friend. Again, they vaccinated him even after calling me an anti-vaxxer and humiliating me in the press for good 2 years and canceling my latest MATA record from all promo and touring. Again, sacrificing another LP, yet they still vaccinated him at 12 to get at me. We live in the era of alternative facts and fake news, so people will believe what they want. But someone here is baiting a libel change. And if Jay-Z is really as powerful as everyone seems to think, he almost assuredly isn't, you'd hope they would learn to stop poking the bear. In all likelihood, they call him out because he makes a convenient scapegoat as an unrepentant capitalist who also wants to be a revolutionary with a much higher profile than the people they're really mad at. Now, here's the thing, right? It's pretty easy to call someone crazy, right? Let's be real. It's pretty easy to call someone crazy. But I'm going to do this, okay? So when I was, preparing for this article, I decided, okay, I'm going to just, look up MI, see what other information I can gather about her. And the grand sum total was Wikipedia, pretty much. As soon as you get past like the first couple searches. There you go. Manitoba Islamic Association, right? And then you get into the definition and meaning of MIA, stainless steel women's jewelry, MIA brunch bar, lashes. Like literally, she kind of like just disappeared a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, so it's almost like things that, in my opinion, I don't think should crowd out someone of her stature do, right? And then, you go to like news and you're like, oh, okay. So Mia Khalifa, Mia McKenna Bruce, Mia Goth, Mia sued, oh. So it's almost like, I mean, she's not even on the front page, like on the first page. And so then you're like, oh, well, maybe they are erasing her just a little bit, right? I mean, except for you being able to find like her hits, right? Her music, Paper Planes and whatever, like the music that, which literally is at the very top of the search, right? So, but besides being able to find her music, like her old records, probably under Rock Nation, let's be real, right? With the exception of that, she's almost like scrubbed from the internet, which then makes me give it a major side eye and go, well, then when you look at multiple people, okay, not just Tory Lanez here, okay, multiple people, Nicki Minaj, there's a lot of people. If you actually look into the Aaliyah story, right, there's a lot of people who say, yeah, no, that Jay-Z character, he's something, and this something is never good. So I don't know. But listen, I might be crazy. Y'all let me know what you think. Is she just too crazy now at this point where it's like the same thing as like Corey from That's a Raven? Like, it's just like, bro, he's just out of his mind. You don't listen to crazy people, or crazy people normally strangely on point. I mean, what do y'all think? Y'all let me know. Cause like, listen, a lot of times I'm starting to see this happen now where people are being dismissed as crazy as all get out, right? But then a few years later, 10 years later, whatever, right? Something that was just dismissed as like insane ranting comes out as being valid. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. Cause this is something. Definitely something. Shout out to Shar. Thank you so much for this suggestion. If you want to send in your own suggestions, please email us at I'llBeThatNews@gmail.com. Okay, that's I'llBeThatNews@gmail.com. You can send us the article, and you can also let us know if you want to remain anonymous, or if not, if you want the shout out, you let us know what name you want us to shout out to, and we will definitely do that as soon as we can get to you.
You're attacking your mind. The nigga is me. I'm him. I'm not them. I'm him Jones. I'm him Duncan. I will beat a nigga ass and stomp him in my Timberlands.
Okay. And the final piece to that puzzle, because I didn't address it, but I do want to address it really quickly now, is a person who adopted her child. Now, I don't know if this is who she's talking about, but it was kind of a little bit trippy to me. So she said Aurora James. Now, as she spelled it, Aurora James, I couldn't find anybody. But if you search Aurora James, the way you spell Aurora, like actually, even if you search it that way, it comes up auto defaults to Aurora James. If you could show my screen, Zal, just want to show, it defaults to this woman. Now, this is the wildest part of this of all to me. May not be to y'all, but to me, this is the wildest part because Aurora James, okay, she is born in 1984, so she would be more than old enough to not to babysit, but to adopt somebody, right? She is somebody also, okay? So she's Canadian. I'll tell you, I knew she was Canadian because I went to high school with her, like knew her very well, Aurora. It's wild. She's one of the people, I went to high school with that became famous. Obviously, I was not. She wrote a book called Wildflower, a memoir. She is a fashion designer. She got the 2020 Bloomberg 50 and 2021 times 100, top times 100 women, whatever. And she made a 15% pledge and whatever. So this is Aurora James. Now, I don't know if she's saying that this Aurora James adopted or is fostering her kid and is friends with Jay-Z and or Beyonce and Solange, it's passable because she went to like the rich people school and she was super duper rich. And if I remember correctly, her dad was in somewhere to do with like directing or whatever, somewhere like that. But she was super duper rich. She's one of those. Like I got into the super duper rich school because I was super duper smart. She was smart, but that's not why she was there, right? So I'm just saying, is this the person who, you know, is fostering or adopted or whatever, has MIA's kid, and is connected to Solange with them and whatever, the girl I went to high school with? I don't know. What do you think, Sal? I had to throw that part in at the end because, like, how often is it possible that someone you went to high school with and was featured on a TV show for like irresponsible people who are spending themselves at a house and home, so they get cut off by their parents and then they have to learn how to live frugally? She was on that TV show also. And whatever. How often does someone like that end up maybe caught up in a conspiracy with a bunch of like, you know, the Carters versus the world? I don't know. What do you think?
Listen, I done already accused Jay-Z of being in the Illuminati this week. Ruby trying to have me end up missing because now she's doing a case. I could be dismissed as a person that's joking, but now Ruby putting like why all these people around Jay-Z having all these issues. Listen. So if I end up being missed, it was Jay-Z, 100%. Listen, I was talking the other day. I said I was telling on Casual Comments, I was telling him P. Diddy is not in Illuminati. Ludacris is not. Jay-Z might be. Jay-Z, I don't know. Some reason everything that happens with Jay-Z always goes away, no matter what. Kanye do something, it's on the news for weeks. P. Diddy do something, P. Diddy accused of everything on the earth he's accused of. The one black person I know on earth that no matter what he accused of, instantly goes away until he bring it up, is Jay-Z.
It's the Carters, both of them. And see, that's the thing though. Like I said, if people want me to do it, I'll do it. Because we can go as far back as who's responsible for Aaliyah's death. I'm not even kidding. We can go that far back with Mr. Carter there. So I'm just saying, like, and it's not like just like, oh, well, I'm just saying it or whatever. Like people who were there at the time, people who are big in the industry and whatever, are now saying, I might as well speak out anyway, man. They kill us around this age anyway, so whatever, I'll talk. And that's what's happening. Okay, the Carters, dude, come on. Lil Mama made one little tiny, very stupid mistake. And what happened to her career? I bet you people that are like, you know, 10 years younger than us have never even heard of her. Okay, where's Lil Mama? Where's her career? What did she do wrong before her career evaporated into clouds of smoke and she can't get it back no matter what she does? Oh, was it accidentally? She did it intentionally, but she blow up Jay-Z's performance. I mean, man, even Beyonce tried to save her from herself. Oh, don't go up on that stage, ma'am. Nope. Nope. But she went up on that stage, and as she stood there like this, her dreams went up into clouds of smoke and she didn't even know. And that was the end of Lil Mama's. Listen, Jay-Z's
Kanye a billionaire. And Kanye cried on stage talking about Jay-Z, please don't send them people after me. I was like, what?
Bro, correction, Jay-Z was a billionaire. I mean, sorry, Kanye was a billionaire. Yeah, where's Kanye's billions? Bro, because he can be touched. See, the Kardashians can't be touched. Kanye can be touched. Someone tell me who can touch Jay-Z and Beyonce, and more specifically, whoever Jay-Z and Beyonce are protecting. In this case, it's Meg Thee Stallion, because anytime Meg Thee Stallion comes up against somebody, guess what happens? Magically, they get destroyed. Tory, Nicki, listen, now MIA. Dude, listen. I have no hate against the Carters, but facts is facts. You know what I mean? Like,
see y'all in 7 days when this copyright strike comes.
Yeah,
the first 7 days. Shout out to YouTube. We love you, YouTube.
I know. Luckily, I live in Canada where less of our stuff is like easily published. So, hopefully, I'll live longer. But you know, it's been real, Zal. It's been real. You know, I think that's been fine.
It's been a fun show. Shout out to Ruby and her crusade against Jay-Z.
Hey man, shout out to our 240 subscribers, at least 40 of which came in over me being willing to stand up 10 toes down and say not only is Meg the Stallion lying, but I'm pretty sure that Jay-Z is the person who facilitated all of this so she could get away with it. So I'm still willing to say it. Go figure.
Well, listen, the light's going crazy, so shout out, you got some. You got some. But shout out to Progressive. I saw a video Ruby showed me he going off. Shout out to Gray Pill. Interesting conversation yesterday with Ruby, by the way. Watch it if y'all didn't. It was an amazing conversation.
Oh yeah, Mr. DJ Music and Shar. I have to go through it though in order to get a clip. But they are doing really great discussions about the migrant crisis, which, you know, I wish I could go into more depth, but it's like I can't every single week just do that, because then that's all the show would be about. But you know, they are definitely doing great things. So they are also going to be featured on that new segment that we're going to be doing weekly going forward. So I mean, like, a lot of people are doing a lot of great things. Absolutely appreciate that. What did Roslyn say? Hey, we have gun laws here. We do have gun laws, but those laws mostly just prevent us from owning or carrying guns. It's not really going to prevent someone of Jay-Z's stature or any of his minions from having a gun, transporting the gun, picking up new guns when they're here, guns that are registered to nobody, or knocking on my door, right? So, I mean, to be fair, yeah, but I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. Southside, never scared. Southside. Yeah, you know, I just listen. Sticks and stones and weed and bongs. Listen, MIA, I'm on your team just because that song was fly. But yeah, y'all listen. I think we've had a great night. Absolutely. I swear on everything. I am going to do that extra bit of editing to get the extra videos inside of the video from last week and get that out. I swear. As well as new stuff. I am going to be doing a live stream. I don't know when, but I'm going to do a live stream on just Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard, because she needs her own stream. Like, I can't do a single video about her. Every time I try, it ends up being 45 minutes long. So I am going to do a live about her at some point. Also, we're gonna have to figure out when we're gonna do this, but we're definitely doing. I haven't told Zell this. I'm telling him now that we are doing an all Karen live. Okay, it's gonna be on a special night and whatever. And we just gonna run through the Karens. I got crazy amounts of Karens, y'all. Okay, don't get it twisted. So we're just gonna run through Karens. We're all gonna sit there with our popcorn. You got wine, you can drink it. You know, BYOB, etc. We're just gonna sit here and laugh at the Karens of 2024. Because trust me, they are aplenty, and boy, are they acting a fool. Naked or not. So yeah, it's gonna be great. I think we have lots of great things up and coming. Do you have anything else? Any announcements before we let these good people go to bed?
New segments. Trying to set up times to do certain shows with other content creators that we're gonna try to set up. Trying to get times together because, you know, people busy and doing things. You gotta get your time right, and then something come up in some of your life. But I'm looking forward to a bunch of interesting conversations, such as, like I said, Shannon Sharp popular right now, and now a lot of black people attacking him, and they do the typical thing too. You know, sell out. He gay. It's always the same one. It's always the same one. You sold out. I asked the dude when he sell out. He like, I don't know. I know he sold out. He got too rich. So he didn't sell out nothing, no. But he gay. I'm like, you know who he slept with? No, he just wear tight pants. All right.
No, well, I don't know if he's gay, but I do know that he has a tendency to want to fight black people. And then when white people say the same things or worse to him, then he wants to have discussions and follow their commands. So I don't know. I don't know if he's gay, but I do know that he definitely likes to bow. I don't know what that means exactly. Shout out to Mama Rubes for sliding in at the 11th hour, literally, like, we're done. Like, there's literally no more stories, and you came now. So I guess thanks. I hope you hit the like at least. Like, geez. No kidding. Thank you for coming. But yes, absolutely, Mr. DJ Music. No, seriously, definitely, like, it's a thing we're going to be doing where we're going to be featuring other people doing good works out there, getting the news out there, grassroots style. So that means we know it's not going to be all biased and, trying to serve a particular agenda. You just want to get the truth out there. So we definitely want to be highlighting other great channels trying to do good work. And you are definitely part of that, obviously. And so I can't wait to get that out there. And absolutely also, I know that at some point, it might be a little self-aggrandizing to, put the Grave Hill podcast, specifically a Tuesday thing on there, but we'll see, etc. But yeah, no, I think that in general, guys, I'm super excited about 2024, all the things that are coming. Tomorrow, next week, be that much earlier. Yeah, we're baby steps. I'm growing. I'm growing.
We got it down 15. We got it 15 minutes down last week. We got it 15 minutes down this week. Let's go.
Exactly, right? Baby steps. If I try to do too much of a big thing, I'm just going to blow up, and we're not going to start till 1. Yeah. So on that note, everybody, have an absolutely great night. Thank you so much for taking the time out to come and watch our show. Have an absolutely great weekend coming up, and yeah, I guess we will check you guys out. I mean, of course, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, click that bell. We're going to be dropping new things, whatever, right, as we can. Maybe even a couple extra lives. I don't know. Maybe people will show up. Whatever. Right? We do what we can do, and we super appreciate your support. And if you haven't seen the Tori and Meg video that did a couple months ago that has been going viral, and we stay steady getting comments on, which is, yes, why we're delving a little bit into the Megan Tory and that whole the Carter's beef and whatever a little bit more since then. You should definitely check it out. I will link it to something. Yeah. I don't even know what, but like definitely something. So yeah, on that note, hold on, wait. I'm doing the young people heart. You can't do the other way because like this way is like for like old millennials, and I'm like a young people at heart, Gen Z. So here you go. Yeah, there you go. This is the young people at heart, and yeah.
Fun fact, though.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact: young people look way older than our age. No lie.
That is true.
I work somewhere where I have to ID people, and sometimes this dude he'll just give me his ID, and I promise you, I'll be like, oh, I thought you was 45, my guy, and he'd be like 19. I'm like, I don't know what y'all been doing. We might have to discuss that one day, but.
Yep, true fact on that. Shout out to Jordan Hewlett. If you haven't seen his channel, check it out because now he's getting like he looks exactly like Method Man, age and everything. It's crazy. But he's like 20 something, like 21 or 22. Anyway, cheers, y'all. We're going. Bye.